Athena Virtuous channel. Athena's here and another astro/tarot reading on the energy of Venus sextiles Jupiter. Okay, so I am recording today's video on the 7th of October at 7:34 p.m. my time. So what's going on? Okay, so let's see what's going on in the sky. So we have Venus tomorrow, October the 8th, is gonna come into exact sextile with Jupiter. Jupiter and Venus both will be at 23 degrees and 18 minutes. Obviously Jupiter is still in Cancer and Venus in Virgo. Venus still forming conjunction with the South Node, but this sextile is very harmonious. This speaks of harmonious conversation. I see an agreements most likely going to be signed. Now you take it as it resonates. It could be any kind of agreements. It's also related to it could be even a couple, they agree that they disagree, but it's going to be a harmonious conversation nonetheless. Okay, but I do see that there's some sort of commitment or agreement that's going to be signed. For some, it could be on any level, depending on where Cancer and Virgo falls in your chart. So for some, it could be finding a place where to move. For others, could be related to work or joining a new team. It could be also results coming, or like blood work or blood report or any kind of health type of testing you've done, and the results going to be positive in a good way. Okay, so it's not going to be like you find out something bad is happening if it's related to illness or something along those lines. But yeah, that's what I see. It could be also, as I said, a conversation between couple or some sort of online communication. That's what I see really. Now also, if you look in the chart, and I'm going to post it up obviously, Jupiter and Saturn are forming a beautiful trine. Now, just so that you know, after the 14th of October, it's actually Jupiter and Saturn are sextiling as we speak. Trining. They're in a beautiful harmonious trine. We will have, after the 14th, we will have a water trine between Cancer, Pisces and Scorpio. Like what I'm trying to say is Jupiter in Cancer will trine Saturn. Ooh, what's this? Sorry, I felt there's something, but it's my hair. And Mars in Scorpio, they will be forming a grand water trine. Okay, and then Mercury will join the team as well. And that's after, I believe, after the 20th. Don't quote me on that. Let me just double check really quick here. It's going to be towards the end of October, and it's going to be very extremely harmonious. Now I know Mercury and Mars, they're going to form a conjunction on the 20th, and I'm going to speak more about it. Exactly, it's Mars and Mercury in Scorpio will be forming a trine with Jupiter in Cancer and with Saturn in Pisces. So it's a grand water trine. Okay, and it's going to perfect by the end of October, but starting the 20th, because it's going to be like about 3 degrees difference or so. And but on the 13th, hold on, what else I see here on the 8th tomorrow? But the energy of the full moon in Aries is going to dissipate. It's going to get better by tomorrow. Okay, as the moon moves into Taurus, and then Uranus will be forming a sextile, as you see in the chart, with Saturn. So what does Jupiter-Saturn trine means? This means that if anybody deals with legal matters, it's going, depending on what are the placement of water signs in your chart, right? But I see it's related to legality, it's related to faith, it's related to hope, wish fulfillment, the energy of the limitation, or there are obstacles in your way. It's going to start to dissipate and lessen, because you got to understand something, guys. Saturn is not going to give you any reward on a golden platter, unlike Jupiter. Okay, Saturn wants you to go through the ringer, wants you to go through the test, wants you to prove yourself whether you're worthy of this reward or not. Okay, but with the trine with Jupiter, because Jupiter, the trine is a Jupiterian aspect. This means that the opportunity is going to fall in your lap, and it's going to be easygoing, facilitated. Okay, you don't need even to prove yourself, you don't need even to work hard for it. Okay, so there is a cooperation between Jupiter and Saturn to bring opportunities to you, but all you need to do is grab. Well, it's not even, you don't need even to put any effort into grabbing it, but all you need to do, I'll give you an example. Okay, I'll give you an example. Let's say you get an offer from your bank that an increase in your credit limit on your Visa or MasterCard or whatever. Let's say your credit limit was 5,000, now they offer you 18,000, okay? And it's pre-approved, so they're not gonna do credit check on you, they're not gonna, it's not gonna affect your credit score or anything. So all you need to know, all you need to do, so this is an opportunity came your way. All you need to do is to accept the offer. You know what I'm saying? That's basically what Jupiter-Saturn trine means, okay, in water signs. So everything is going to go smoothly. Another example could be, you get a call from your real estate agent. They tell you, okay, we found the house, a dream house that you're looking for within your budget. Would you like to go and see it? All you need to do is, yes, I want to go and see it. You know what I mean? So these are multiple examples. And that's, so whatever limitation and restriction and obstacles, it's going to be removed by this trine. And this trine is going to be with us for a while. So there are so many opportunities going to fall in your lap, and your role here is just to pick and choose which one is going to be working well for you and to your favor and for your higher good. Now, if you notice in the chart, and I'm not going to be only focusing on the 8, how many minutes? 8 minutes so far. I'm going to, I want to talk about the 11th and the 13th as well, but I'm going to do another video on astrology. As you know, guys, it's almost 8 p.m. here, my time in where I am in Canada. I'm not going to say where I am anymore, okay, but I'm no longer in Ontario, just so that you know. I moved from Ontario. Ontario is no longer a place for me. I lived most of my life there, and for the past, I would say 10 to 12 years, Ontario, I live in the Greater Toronto area, the GTA, very close to Toronto, and things is just getting chaotic in Toronto, okay? In Greater Toronto area, all the cities around it, like Mississauga, Etobicoke, Markham, even Markham is a little further east, but all these areas, Brampton, just chaotic. Vaughan, my goodness, it's just terrible. Anyways, yeah, I'm no longer in Ontario, just so that you know, because I saw a question, somebody's asking if I am still in Ontario. No, I'm not. Anyways, so now the other thing you notice on the 8, there's a finger of God, or the yod, that's stopped up by, or like on the tip of the yod, there's Mercury right there, and Mercury still forming a square with Pluto, but the energy is dissipating, it's getting less. As you see, Mercury is 2 degrees 40 minutes in Scorpio, and Pluto is still retrograde in Aquarius, like a square between two fixed signs. And I told you before, this is about revelation of secrets, things coming to surface, and things start to backfire, okay, on some people who actually, I told you before, guys, and I'm gonna make another video about karmic debt and about karma and Pluto and Saturn, how they operate, okay, and the South Node. But as you see, Pluto actually is going direct on the 13th, and I mentioned that we are in the energy right now, so there are so many things that they were hidden, or somebody did you wrong or did something to you. Like you're gonna overcome your fear or hesitancy, and you're gonna speak your truth, and things gonna backfire on those who they caused harm to you, or if you did that to somebody else, it's going to backfire, okay. I mentioned that before. Pluto is not dealing with Pluto, Saturn. It's not a game, okay. It's very serious. I don't care if you believe in karma or not, but karma is a bitch, okay. And I said that, and you'll see how things going to backfire on so many lower energy type of people, okay. So Mercury squares Pluto. We're still in that energy, and then Mercury going to move forward into Scorpio, and then eventually on the 20th gonna conjunct with Mars. But Mercury and Pluto square, I mentioned that before, okay. It's why I'm repeating myself. I just said it's a things that's coming to surface, things that was hidden, it's going to be exposed, okay. You'll get messages or calls or whatever, okay. And the finger of God, that's what I want to talk about. The yacht, that's where Mercury on top, and then Mercury quincunx with Uranus retrograde in Gemini, and on the other side Saturn and Neptune, okay. So this is like, it's God is telling you, or it's obviously the yod, okay, and in astrology it's called finger of God, but it's like they're pointing with the finger and they're telling you, because remember, in the mythology, in the Greek mythology, Mercury is the messenger of God or messenger of Jupiter, okay, and the messenger between all gods, okay. So it's like you will get some sort of a wake-up call, okay, and a reminder from the divine, okay, or the energy from these planets, especially if you look, there is a sextile between Uranus and Saturn from the other side. It's like we warned you, we told you this is what's going to happen in the future, and now you got the message. Hopefully you got the message, okay. Hopefully you understood the lesson. This is in a nutshell what's this finger of God. It's like we warned you before, didn't we? We told you this is what's going to happen, but you never listened. You went by your desires, you went by whatever, your lower vibration, whatever you want to do, and you were so stubborn, you're not listening, and now the consequence. Now you're going to deal with the consequence of your bad choices. As simple as that, okay? So yeah, I don't want to, it's been 13 minutes. Let's move on to some tarot. I was going to talk about the 11th because we will have, anyways, I'm going to do another video. On the 11th, we will have Venus will be in exact opposition to Saturn. And then on the 13th, we will have that grand air trine between Venus, Pluto, and Uranus. I spoke about it briefly in my previous video, but I'll do another video. I'll speak further about it. Yeah, so Venus in opposition to Saturn is literally a clash of wills. It's a power struggle. It's like a feminine energy that wanted to control the narrative, and Saturn is saying, I'm not gonna give it to you. I'm not gonna let you do it now, Venus, okay? You're gonna have to follow the rules. You need to stop being overly controlling, because remember, Saturn is also related to faith, and in Pisces it is about faith and have trust and belief, okay, and belief, sorry. But Venus here is, no, this is my plan, we have to go by the plan, and she's very analytical, very controlling. And here Saturn is saying, enough is enough. you need to have faith, you have to believe, and I'm not gonna let you get away with what you're doing, Venus, okay? So that's in a nutshell what I see for the next few days. But once again, I'm gonna do a video about astrology. Let me just do some tarot reading, and I am going to start with just major arcana cards, just to get the energy or the general theme. Okay, what's the general energy for the collective? Now, I don't know if this reading going to be at the bottom. You have to fold. I don't want to use this deck, guys, the whole deck, because it's gold plated or foiled or whatever, and it's very bright. It's hard to see on camera. So anyways, so I'm just gonna use the there's the fold at the bottom. Yeah, so I'm just gonna see what major arcana we have here, so we know exactly the general theme. What's the energy that's more dominant around this time. Okay, so Holy Spirit, Holy Angels, what you have for my subscribers, my viewers. What's the general energy? What my subscribers need to see? What my subscribers need to know? Why you got the well? Ooh, okay, we got the well. And the Fool came out again. Sorry, guys. Oh, okay. Oh, so many cards came. Okay, let's take what came out. We got the Lovers, the Fool, the Well, the Chariot. The Well is only in this deck. It's not. You have the Empress, the World, and the Moon. Okay, I honestly feel that there's going to be a very deep conversation between a couple, or between family members or friends, or it could be even it could be parent and their children, or parents and children. There's some sort of I feel it's a harmonious conversation. Okay, I feel for some of you, you're going to take a leap of faith, and you're going to start or get into a new relationship or agreement with somebody, and you're just gonna go roll with the punches. You don't know even these people or this person, and you're just gonna move forward and overcome any kind of fear or hesitancy. There's the energy of having faith, of trust in the divine. Okay, I feel for many of you there's a chapter that's closing, or a cycle that's closing, because you're starting, well, there's a new cycle starting. Okay, and there's a person in the mix here who's going to be like praying for you, being maybe a spiritual person who crossed over, or maybe a person that's related to you crossed over, like a mother or a grandmother or older sister, or could be even in the living, or it could be a spirit guide or something. I see a nurturing energy around you. Okay, an energy of protection. Okay, there's also a divine protection. There's a connection to the divine. I see it very strong. Okay, for some of you, you felt like, so this is the energy. A new cycle is starting. Taking leap of faith. A very deep conversation between couple. Okay. I do see also an agreement. I see if somebody was dealing with a legal matter, or even was waiting for a contract to be signed or agreement or something along those lines. I see success and moving forward. and victory as well. Okay. And this energy is going to be happening very soon. I feel this energy is very potent, is very strong. That's why I'm using major arcana, just to, you know, see how soon this going to happen. I feel it's happening very soon, if it's not already started. It could be for some of you it already started today or even yesterday, not long ago, but it's very recent, and it's in the works right now. Okay. Yeah, there is a deep conversation. Now, if you tell me you're not in any relationship, this conversation could be even with a teacher, with a professor, with a family member, with a neighbor, with a dear friend, with a child, with a parent, whatever. Okay, I see a deep. It could be even with a coworker. Okay, with a platonic friend, could be. Okay, yeah, that's what I have. So let's do tarot. Okay, so this is the general theme that I see. Okay. Okay, let me use the runic deck. I see a card that's flipped. Page of Cups. I'm gonna do Celtic Cross because I want to see the potential outcome. Let's do a Celtic Cross here. So there's an energy of, ooh, oh my God, I literally got the Lovers again and the Empress. Wow, this is really beautiful, guys. Okay, High Priestess as well. So there's a Five of Swords. There's Six of Swords, Page of Pentacles, and the High Priestess. Okay, this is a confirmation. I'm gonna keep these because I said I want to do a Celtic Cross. Okay, so technically, okay, so I have three major arcana: the High Priestess, the Empress, and the Lovers. And these are very similar cards that came when I did the first part of the tarot reading with the major arcana cards. So there's emphasis on nurturing, harmonious conversation, agreement. It could be once again between couple, it could be between, it could be literally signing a contract, okay? But I also see that somebody is very caring, is very loving, is praying for you, is very supportive. I really don't want to see the cards, guys, but okay. So, oh my God. Geez, I just saw the Tower. Oh my goodness. The Six of Swords, the Three of Swords, actually. Oh my God, I don't like that. Three of Swords and the Tower. Hate that. I'm gonna pull clarifiers anyways. Okay, so what's crossing you? I'm gonna keep that as an outcome. And at the bottom of the deck you have Eight of Cups, so I don't know. Oh, an Ace of Pentacles. Nice. And King of Pentacles. Nice, nice. And Temperance. Okay. I like these. I like these. I'm going to take all of these, okay? Okay, so your energy, you're in the Page of Cups energy right now. You probably, I feel like your energy is you wanted to have a heart-to-heart conversation. You probably wanted to apologize to somebody, or you want to express your feelings, or to somebody. And what's crossing you is a Three of Pentacles. Page of Cups and Three of Pentacles. Maybe this conversation that you wanted to have, maybe with co-workers or a team you work with, okay? Or you feel like there's a rejection around you, or there's people who oppose you, or like they're not in full agreement with you. Okay, so what's crowning you, and I put it as a crowning you because they came together, the Tower, and in the recent past there's the Three of Swords. So there was something shocking happened to you, okay? Something that was revealed to you and it was shocking. You were not expecting that, okay? Let me see what's in the, Ten of Cups. Okay. And in the near future, you have Eight of Pentacles. Okay, so here's the thing. I feel there are multiple messages I feel, and I hear here, okay? For some of you, you've been heartbroken and you were betrayed, you've been in a scarcity or in a lack. Or you felt that you lack support, you lack all kind of support, like financial, emotional. You feel like you were abandoned and you're by yourself. There's no support around you. And then all of a sudden things change, all right? And you get an offer, okay? Let's say it's something related to work or something related to promotion, or something changed right away, okay? The offer comes and I see celebration. For others of you, or maybe this message also related to the same one, it's like you've been struggling at work or with the team you work with, and you've been betrayed by coworkers, okay? And I see somebody maybe approached you to apologize. But once again, a change happened all of a sudden, and then I guess you're going to join new group, or you're going to join new people after you actually felt like you're giving up. You felt hopeless. You felt like nothing gonna come out of this, and then here's a new offer coming that's going to create balance in your life. And this is after you move from away from a certain group or a certain location, okay? Because those groups or those people, they're no longer working with you, or they're causing too much chaos in your life, okay? And I do feel that for some of you, quite frankly, because I believe I saw the Five Swords, it's here, and here Five of Cups. I do see for some of you, you're going to leave somebody behind. There was an argument, or there's people who are envious, who like drain you energetically, and they just keep taking advantage of you. These people, they're operating from lower vibrational energies. They're very toxic. They gossip about you. They talk trash about you. They said things that are not true. Okay. And I do feel that you're gonna leave those people behind. You're not gonna deal with them anymore, and you're saying F you all, I'm just gonna move on. Okay? Wherever you're moving on to, it's going to open new opportunities for you. And I do see that you're going to be joining new groups, new people. New people gonna show up in your life, okay? I don't see, I quite frankly, I don't see a love reading here. I see more related to work, more related to finances, more related to probably dealing with people, friends, groups. Groups. I see 10 of Cups here. Let's see what's in the how you influence the situation. 8 of Swords, and here there was 10 of Wands and 9 of Swords. I see 9 of Swords and 7 of Swords. In your hopes and fears, in your environment, there's Page of Wands, and your hopes and fears, there's Knight of Cups. I don't know, one message I really don't like, but I see it. I feel like there's as though somebody or there are people around you who are celebrating that they defeated you, or they put you in trouble or something along those lines. But I feel like you're moving forward. You're in your head, okay? You're very, you're really concerned about what's going on. There's the energy of you have an anxiety. You're scared. There's too much fear in your energy, okay? And anxiety, fear and anxiety and negative thoughts. There's too much of negative thoughts around you. Okay, but I feel like there are positive news coming your way. Okay, there are so many court cards here of young people around you. This could be peer pressure or people around your friends, or I do feel there's support coming your way. I do feel that, look, you got the High Priestess in the outcome, Page of Pentacles. Now I do see six of Swords, 5 of Swords, okay? So 5 Swords and then 6 of Swords. This is to me victory, okay? It's like a heated argument that's gonna lead to victory. And I see you're going to be victorious, and then you're gonna leave all the shit behind you and you're gonna move forward. You're probably gonna move, literally move. Okay, change location where you live, okay? And I see you moving towards a very nurturing, loving energy. It's like somebody who is a very gifted person, okay? Very powerful, talented, a healer type of personality with this High Priestess who actually advised you or who warned you before and told you this is what's going to happen. And I see, because look, you got the High Priestess, the Empress, and the Lovers. So there is a very gifted person around you who's very protective over you, who's praying for you, and very protective. Like, I don't know how else I can say it. Okay? This person empathizes and sympathizes with you, and I feel this is an empath who's around you, a healer person who's very powerful person. This is also, you could be moving towards this person and you're not sharing this information with anybody. You're not telling anybody your plans and what you're going to do. For some of you, you're very much connected to your mother who crossed over, okay? Or maybe she's still in the living, but it feels like your mother warned you about things and you didn't believe in her before, you didn't listen, and now you're like, okay, mom, yeah, now I understand. I understand what you've been telling me all along. And you are absolutely right, okay? I do see there is a toxic energy around you with the 5 of Swords and the 8 of Cups here, and you know, there's a person who hurt you really, who created a deep wound in your heart, okay? And a person who's very controlling, very dominant, because there are so many swords. A person who's actually very manipulative as well, who once again always wants to control the narrative and the outcome. It's kind of snake type of energy around you. You really need to be very careful, okay? I feel this person, you know, a snake, right, is not really showing their true colors. But I feel like things are going to be revealed to you and you're going to find their truth. The energy is heavy, guys, and it's really like, I feel like a mountain on my chest. Like seriously, I really feel like there's a mountain on my chest, like something really heavy. I feel like there's someone regrets what they've said to you, okay? And they don't know how to express their feelings, express like they regret what they've done to you and what they've said to you. Okay, let me pull some clarifiers, because I don't know, the energy is just too heavy, guys. I can't. I do see an offer coming your way nonetheless, offer of love, offer of probably care, offer of somebody who's going to help you to overcome all these hurtful, painful experience that you've been through, okay? I feel this card is coming. I don't know what's this card, but okay. Okay, so 10 of Cups came out again, okay? And King of Pentacles also came out, because we have King of Pentacles here and King of Pentacles. So that tells me there is somebody who's going to be very supportive to you financially, okay? A person who's wealthy, and it doesn't have to be king, it could be queen. I mean, like, you know, it could be a male or female, masculine or feminine, okay? It doesn't have to be masculine, but I do see an offer and you're going to celebrate this offer. And you got the 3 of Pentacles again. So there's repeated cards here, okay? So this is not, so this speaks of offer, speaks of joining new groups, new team. It's financial based, okay? It's a financial, and the Fool. Didn't we get the Fool earlier when I pulled those major arcana? New start, new beginning. Okay, let's see what's this. I put it on Strength. You're gonna overcome and heal from this wound, from this hurtful or betrayal, or the person who hurt you. You're strong enough to overcome this pain, okay? Which is really good. I like that. And 3 of Cups, celebration. There is celebration, okay? There is celebration after deep wounds, after you give up. You almost give up. You got the 8 of Swords, 9 of Swords, and here 10 of Wands, but I saw 7 of Swords, and there's 9 of Swords here too. So there's so many repeated cards here. So you've been really through hell, okay? You will literally hit rock bottom. Yeah. Okay, I like this. So there's a change of energy. I feel like these cards are coming out. Let's see what the Three of Wands and five. So you're moving away from the lack or from the lack mentality or the scarcity mindset. Okay, you're moving away from it. Like, look at the card, Three of Wands here. You're leaving this behind, the lack mentality. Okay, that I don't have what I need, and I am poor. I don't have any. I am abandoned. I have nobody around me to support me. I have nobody around me so that I can lean on. Okay, you're gonna move away. Look, you're moving away because your ships are coming. Something new starting in your life. I love that. And you got the Ace of Pentacles here. Okay, and there's the energy of Aries, Sun in Aries. I like that. Yeah, so you're leaving that behind. And I feel whatever coming your way is going to be shocking, it's going to be surprising, but it's going to make you really happy. It's going to make you celebrate something. Okay? And you got the King of Cups. Like, there's a strong energy of Pentacles, emotions, okay? And mental energy as well, like swords, lots of swords here. Okay, lots of swords, mental energy like fear, anxiety, negative thoughts. And be careful with these negative. And you got the Emperor and Six of Swords. Six of Swords also came twice. We have Six of Swords here and another Six of Swords and the Emperor. That's beautiful. That's a beautiful. So okay, so if you notice, guys, here we got all Knights and Pages, and then on top we got Pentacles, King of Pentacles, the Emperor, and the King of Cups. Okay, and the Emperor is the king of all kings, right? He's the Emperor. So you master. It's like you've been through the ringer. You've experienced everything, and now you're maturing. Okay, now you have better ability to manage your emotions, manage your like, you are more experienced now. Okay, you became a king or you became a queen, because we got also the High Priestess and the Empress here. So we have the Emperor and we have the Empress. Okay, but once again, from Pages and Knights to Kings and Empress, and let me pull more cards. So I feel there's maturity here. In maturity to me feels like you're growing because you gain too much experience in life. Okay, now you know, now you understand what you've been through and why. So you're learning your lessons and you're growing, and now you have the ability to manage and to have full grip on any situation. Okay, and also remember, we've had the Fool here. It's like a little child or a young person, young in heart. And you got the Hierophant. That speaks volume of a contract. Okay, yeah, there's a contract that's going to be signed. And once again, we have the Lovers here. Lovers and the Hierophant. This to me speaks of either, you know, a commitment in marriage or a committed relationship, any kind of relationship. It could be romantic relationship that's going to be committed, or it could be also a business relationship that there's going to be commitment. And the Tower came again. The Tower came again. My goodness, more major arcana. So I don't see that this Tower is bad. I quite frankly see it as positive. Okay, it's like something you've been waiting. And Six of Pentacles and King of Swords. Like, pretty much we got all kings here. I'm not sure who we're missing. So we got the King of Pentacles twice, King of Cups, the Emperor, and we just don't have the King of Wands. Okay, so all kings here. Honestly, the reading, it's ending up to be more positive, very positive. It's a shift from one status to another, from status of lack and scarcity to a status of having experience, because quite frankly, some people, they don't learn until they have they experience certain things in their life. They go through certain stages of their life, and this speaks volume for me of a Saturn return. So for some of you, you're literally in your late 20s, early 30s. That's how I feel. Or maybe your second Saturn return, I don't know, but usually Saturn returns starting from age 27 up to 30, okay, or 31. And that's when you start, when Saturn starts to test you. Saturn return means Saturn goes back to the exact same degree at the same sign when you were born, okay? So let's say Saturn is at 3 degrees in Pisces when you were born. This is just an example. Your Saturn return will be at the same degree in Pisces, okay? And you'll be at the age of between 27 to 30, around this time. Because remember, Saturn stays in the sign, the exact degree, that's when things get more heated up, more difficult, okay? More responsibility, like a test is getting very difficult, okay? But remember, Saturn stays in a sign about 3 years, 2 years and a half, okay? So all these years, you're gonna go through difficult circumstance so that you learn the lesson, okay? Yeah, and it's going to be difficult. I'm not gonna kid you. I'm not gonna lie to you. It is going to be your first Saturn return is very difficult, okay? And the second Saturn return, it gets a lot easier. You become wiser because the second Saturn return, you're going to be in your 50s, okay? Yeah. Let me see what's at the bottom. You got an 8 of Cups. We've seen the 8 of Cups and Justice. Yeah. So I do see, for some of you, quite frankly, it's your karmic rewards, or you've been through some sort of karma, okay? But for me, Justice is a karmic reward, okay? Yeah, for some of you, you probably had to pay some karma because you've done something, or it's your turn now to receive a reward for your honesty and your patience and endurance, okay? Okay, so enough of that. Let me just get some, I don't know what cards I should get. Let me just pull some Kibber. I'm not going to do too much of Kibber. Okay. And then I'll pull some Oracle cards. 47 minutes. Please, guys, like, share, and subscribe. I really work. I mean, I am guided to do all of this, okay? Yeah, even times when I'm very tired, like I just came home and I'm tired and I'm like, look, you got change. And I'm like, I felt like I'm guided to do this tarot reading late at night. You got change. So change is imminent. Yeah, there's a change in your status, okay? There's a change, and it is to your betterment, for your higher good. Something positive is happening in your life, okay? Expectation. You're expecting something to happen, and it is happening. You're expecting a major change happening in your life. You got official person. For some of you, you're dealing with a legal matter, guys. I'm not gonna lie to you. But yeah, for some of you, you're dealing with a legal matter related to a house or a place of living, okay? Probably a move, like you have to move, or you're forced to move. Leave a place. Oh my God, courthouse. Yeah, legal matter related to a home. But here you got a gift. So there's a good news. There's positive news coming your way, okay? And this is, you got, oh, so many cards. Okay, so you got, oh my God, I don't like that. You got thief, and you got pathway. Jeez, what the hell is this? It's getting complicated now. So maybe somebody stole something from you, or lied to you, betrayed you, okay? Mature man. Somebody deceived you, but I feel like there's help coming your way. The gift from the divine. Oh my God, dedication. Yeah, I feel like, look, you got the official person, courthouse, and adjudication. So there's something going in court related to a home, or maybe somebody stole something from you, or took something from you, male, a child, a wealthy man, family room, and lovers. Okay. So there's a chain. In any case, even if you are dealing on sudden wealth, that's it. I'm not gonna pull any more cards. Sudden wealth. Yeah. You got a gift on sudden wealth and mature man. So that tells me there's somebody who's going to help you out of the situation. There's help from your community or family, because you got family room, you got mature woman or your mother. Okay, there's somebody's going to help you. Yeah, somebody's going to help you out of a very sticky, tricky situation, to be honest. Okay. For some of you, maybe you're leaving a marriage, a matrimonial home with a little child. For others, you are young and you're dealing with all of this tricky situation, and I do see help and support coming your way. I do see that, okay? I see somebody's going to help you and going to probably give you some money, or there's, as I said, there's a job offer coming your way, there's financial help coming your way from mature person, okay? Somebody who loves you, cares about you. Could be family member, it could be you're going to get help from the community. For others, I feel that you're worried about the family member and you got deserving, okay? Professional assistance at the bottom of the deck, okay? Yeah, so yeah, I think for some of you, you are getting a job offer. Not I think, I see that. Courage. You're taking leave. This is the full energy and the strength energy, okay? I feel it's more of the full energy. So you're going to have the courage to start something new, something that you deserve, okay? Because you paid your karmic debt and you reached a milestone. You reached it. See? Yeah, for some of you, I feel there's a celebration. Somebody is going to win something, a competition, or win a job, or yeah, there is a competition around it, but you're gonna win it. You're going to be selected and you're going to be very happy. One more spirit guys, one more for my viewers, please. One more what my viewers needs to see. Peace. And you're going to have some peace in your life. You're going to be saying, oh, finally, I'm done with this cycle. Yeah, that's what I see for you. Hopefully this helps, and yeah, I'll see you in the next one.